Every day in Japan, millions ride the train without a second thought. But here's the truth. Japan's railways are often called a miracle by the rest of the world. A public apology for a 1-minute delay. Over 80% of lost items return to their owners. Meticulous checks to ensure no one is ever left behind. For Japanese people, these are ordinary sights. But once you compare them with the railway systems of Europe and the United States, you realize just how extraordinary they really are. Chapter 1. Birth of Railways and Japan's Modernization. Japan's first railway opened in 1872, linking Shinagawa and Yokohama. Back then, trains symbolized Japan's entry into the modern world. For the Meiji government, building railways was about catching up with Western powers. Railways weren't just transportation. They became a way to show Japan's reliability as a nation. In contrast, America's railroads symbolized westward expansion and freedom. The Transcontinental Railroad represented the frontier spirit. In Europe, railways fueled the Industrial Revolution, powering economies and militaries alike. The difference is clear. In the West, railways were mainly tools for growth and expansion. In Japan, they became public infrastructure that embodied national trust. Chapter 2. The Shinkansen and Japan's Philosophy of Time. Fast forward to 1964, the Tokyo Olympics. Japan unveiled the Shinkansen, the world's fastest train. At the time, reaching 210 km/h, foreign media praised it as the bullet train. But what shocked them wasn't the speed, it was the precision. In its very first year, the Shinkansen's average delay was only 12 seconds. That stunned railway experts worldwide. Meanwhile, in America, airplanes took center stage and rail travel declined. In Europe, high-speed trains appeared, but delays and strikes remained common. The idea that trains must always run exactly on time never became as deeply rooted as in Japan. Chapter 3. Stories of Trust in Action. Japan's trains are full of stories that illustrate their commitment to trust. The 20-second apology. In 2017, the Tsukuba Express departed just 20 seconds early. Yes, early, not late. And yet, the company issued a formal apology. To Westerners, it seemed almost comical. But in Japan, even a 20-second mistake is taken seriously because it could disrupt someone's day. A society where lost items return. Lose your wallet or phone on a train in Japan and chances are you'll get it back within days at the stations Lost and Found. In America or Europe, the odds are far slimmer. The 7-minute cleaning miracle. At major Shinkansen stations, cleaning crews transform an entire train in just 7 minutes. Overseas media called it a ritual of perfection. These practices aren't just customer service. They're acts of public responsibility, rooted in a sense of duty to protect trust. Chapter 4. Public Virtue in Everyday Life. Why is public responsibility so deeply ingrained in Japan? The answer lies in everyday life. Parents teach always greet people. Don't cause trouble for others. Friends remind each other don't be late. Don't cut in line. Communities raise each other through small lessons, day after day. This is very different from Western education, which often emphasizes individual freedom. In Japan, the focus is on how one's actions affect the whole group. That's why trains in Japan are not just transport, they are systems that embody social trust. Chapter 5. Lessons for the West. Of course, Western railways have their strengths, freedom, flexibility, diversity. But on the flip side, public trust is often weaker, and delays or disruptions are common. Japan is different. Harmony is valued over individuality. Punctuality is seen as respect for others. Public spaces are maintained collectively. These values explain why Japan's trains are the most reliable in the world. Conclusion, a question for us all. Japan's railways are not just about technology. They reflect public virtue values passed down naturally from parents, friends, and communities across generations. When we compare East and West, it becomes clear. What feels ordinary in Japan is, in fact, a treasure, a cultural asset the world admires. So here's the question for those of us outside Japan. What if trains weren't just about getting from point A to B? What if they became symbols of trust, respect, and responsibility in our societies too? Because in the end, the trains we ride every day can do more than move us. They can remind us how to move together as a community.